Thousands of IPOB members in Umuahia. Umuahia is the capital of Abia State, and that is where Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, hails from. Is actually from a village called Afaruku. It is now barely 2 days to the burial date of Nnamdi Kanu's parents. And as expected, there have been several warnings of war, threats issued by the Nigerian soldiers and police, and definitely by IPOB members. Now, Nnamdi Kanu said, should there be any bloodshed, should there be anyone hurt by the Nigerian soldiers or police, they would also reply in kind. They will also reply by making sure they deal with the children of these police officers, or even the police officer, the Commissioner of Police, Okon, and any other person that is sympathetic to the move against IPOB in Abia State or during the burial ceremony. There are reports that large presence of Nigerian army in Umuahia already. They are there. The situation is tense and fear is spreading already, given the hostile past between IPOB, if you could remember Operation Python, and how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, had to escape. He said he had to jump through the fence. He slumped, he blacked out, and he had to go on a small boat, and he went round and until he finally got to Benin Republic, and he was able to find himself in Israel. This, they claimed, brought about a shock that eventually took the life of both of his parents, his father and his mom. His mom passed on first, and father followed. Nigerian army had a very bad, the past is not something that we can embrace. There wasn't any form of dialogue, constant dialogue. You need to dialogue with people, particularly when they are clamoring for a change. But unfortunately, they will never sit down to clamor, to dialogue with someone like Nnamdi Kanu or any of the previous group. Maybe they did dialogue with the previous groups that want to break away from Nigeria, from the southeast, and they were able to offer them certain, I don't know. But right now, IPOB is voicing out their own demand. And this demand is not 2023 presidential position or seat. That will be sectional aggrandizement. They are not asking for a portion of the oil well. They are simply asking, let us be, let us cut off. And this agitation and this, breakaway momentum in fact, it has spread to the total south of Nigeria now, as the southwest of Nigeria are coming up with security strategy and outfits, and everyone is tired of what is happening. Not just because it is Buhari. It is not because of Buhari or Jubril al-Sudani. It is about people being tired of the structure as it is, because you cannot deal with these saboteurs, these evil people that have manned positions in Nigeria with the way the structure is at the moment. In fact, the president of Ohaneze Ndigbo said, with the present constitution that we have right now, with the present jaundice-sick constitution that we have in Nigeria right now, it will be difficult for any president, notwithstanding the region that you come from, to actually drive the country to the right path. Why? Because the constitution itself is sick. How can you walk in the ambits of the law or a constitution that is sick? You will get a sick results. And because many of them are, corrupt themselves, and they will either tell you silver or land, which simply means take bribe or die. So many of them will easily embrace the silver and forget the land. Who wants to die? So it's easy for them to run that system, that corruption. It's the same thing that happened with Omolesho. They visited him in prison, in detention, and offered him certain, whatever it is, they offered him. But he refused. He refused. So the Nigerian army have never had a good memory passed with IPOB, this Nigerian army, it led to killings of a lot of people. Now, the civil war is just there by the corner. Recently, they celebrated 50 years of Never Again. Now, IPOB has vowed to bring their full weight, and they said every member numbering above 12 million, that is what they say. They said they are coming for the burial en masse, notwithstanding whatever anyone is going to say. No one is going to tell them, do not come to the burial of our leader. That will be a form of betrayal on the part of any IPOB member not to be there, as long as that location can contain them. And there is no need for any violence. It's a peaceful burial, even though it's a sad one. And there is no problem if people want to demonstrate with words. There is no problem chanting IPOB, Biafra, or whatever it is. What else do we have in this world? Life and death. That is just what it is. So they are vowed to bring their full weight. And this statement alone is sure to have consequences, as more soldiers and police have been posted to Umuahia. They are there in Umuahia. All of the soldiers and police, they said once IPOB members step in there, the elephants, that is the logo of the police in Nigeria, will move en masse with full force to quash. And the funniest part of this is that the groups of people that probably will be sent there, or the commander-in-chief of the police, the CP, the commissioner of police, he is a Biafran, old enough, maybe as a child, to have experienced the civil war. Maybe he's afraid of the civil war. Maybe he's not just happy. So I think there is a lot of issues as regards this Biafran thing, as some groups of people are not even in support of the Biafra because they feel that they have been cut aside after the civil war or during the civil war. A lot of stories out there. You see someone from Akwa Ibom, Cross River, and the rest of these smaller groups speaking in certain ways. So these are things that needs to be dealt with also. But then, for every system, you will find people that will be saboteurs, helping the oppressor to oppress. There is no denial that there will be clash between the two. That is what a lot of people are foreseeing. Now, the fear is that this time it might be very bloody because, it could result to large-scale killings and it could result to whatever it is, but we are not hopeful for this. Nigerian soldiers and police are notoriously known for their lack of patience and sometimes professionalism. They could be trigger happy, and any mild confrontation by IPOB might be responded with gunshots. So now the question and the point that we need to put out there, in fact, the statement that I personally want to put out there is that everyone should ensure that his loved ones, his families in Umuahia, in particular, Aba, anybody that is going down to that place, let us know. There is something I need to even share. In the United States of America, there is a group, and this man that heads this group is an Islamic group, not the terrorist group, but Americans that are Muslims. This man is called Farrakhan. Farrakhan did a 1 million march to Washington, D.C. without any bloodshed. Without any bloodshed. Now, I'm giving an example of the move and how they coordinated themselves. Now, when they came back from this parade, from this show of strength, they said the United States military police thought that they were going to take opportunity of these and tear gas and shoot people, but they coordinated themselves. They had their own internal police, and they were able to put things right. In fact, the way they marched, you can never imagine. 1 million people marched without obstructing traffic, without any reason for guns to be shot, for bullets to be shot at them. That's not to say the police in America are the same with the police in Nigeria. But then, in America, as at that time, they did the march, it is very easy for the police to shoot at these groups of African Americans. It was so easy for them. They shoot at African Americans in the United States for nothing. So, I hope IPOB, anyone from the South that is going to be part of this, I hope they are coordinated and show them that we are well coordinated to even have a nation for ourselves. So guys, that is just what it is. For now, if you are not a member of this channel, we can grow it together by you tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.